Hey there, dude.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor. Mages in a burial crypt? No good can come of that.
Yeah, that's true. What else can you say? Got any arrows in your knee lately? No? Okay. Have they? How you doing, man? Well, hello, everybody. Sawman here with BrennysTutorials. And today we're going to talk about a quest that drove me nuts. It took me a long time before I finally got it taken care of. And that's the Scoundrel's Folly quest, and specifically trying to find Gulum-Ei. I'm playing a different game now, and it goes something like this. Now, once you get down here, the battles are epic, frightening, and you can die many times. Get them out of my way. However, that is the least of the problems because it's hard to find this place, especially if Gulum-Ei gets away from you when you first leave the winking skeever, and then he disappears and you can't find him. So let's step back a little bit and figure out how we're going to find him. If you lose Gulum-Ei, don't bother trying to follow the quest icon because it will never take you to him. If you go through a door, it will turn around and say you need to go back through that door, and so on and so forth. We'll go there. So let's take a look at what we need to do once we get into the East Empire's cargo area. Okay, so we're not even going to pretend we're going to try to sneak through here. We're just going to barrel right on through, dude. Okay, once you get into the warehouse, there's a bunch of guards in here, and you could walk around the whole thing and fight the guards, or you could just jump into the water about this point and go straight across because the doorway is nicely hidden across here, and you'll need to get over there to actually find Gulum-Ei. And like I said, the icon is really going to be misleading if you have already lost him when you were trying to shadow him in the first place. Where would I go? Where does this happen to be happening? Let's try back here. Okay, this is the area I was looking for hours. Swimming around in the water, running back and forth, going in and out of the warehouse, just to find this particular door right here. Okay, so I completed it. Now let's confront him. And therein lies the problem. If you want to confront Gulum-Ei, you first must find him. And if you want to find him, you've got to get through many strong bandits. And believe me, it becomes a world of chaos fighting all these bandits in this dungeon. Another idea. So the best thing I found to do was to jump in the water and then swim all the way down, and avoiding as many of the enemies as I can, these horribly strong and deadly bandits, until I was to get down to an area with a little boat on the side, and there was like a tree or something, and I would be able to hide behind it, which is right here. And once I realized that I could crouch down and hide behind it, I decided to pull out my bow and just start picking them off one by one. And they were clueless as to where I was at as long as I stayed behind this rock structure. And it took a little while, but they just keep coming around that corner there, and I keep firing at them until I would finally have them all dead. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's put a save on that. And okay, so it takes a while, but you finally whittle them down, and then it's safe to travel a little bit further in to the cave. Now, when you get to where Gulum-Ei is supposed to be, you will find one or two more enemies that you need to deal with. And I kind of dealt with them in the same manner I used my bow. And doing so. There we go. He's down. And now it's time to look for Gulum-Ei. But guess what? He's not here. So I decided I would just leave and see if I could find him outside, because after all, there's the quest icon. Okay, where do you suppose he is? He's heading down the road. Let's see if it shows. It does not show that I need to go in there, so I'm gonna follow this around a little bit and see if maybe he's on the lam right now. And yes, he was on a lam somewhere. I have no idea where. I finally gave up the chase at that point. But then I came back to it at a later date. A much later date. And I returned to the cavern the way that I left it. So I didn't go in through the warehouse. I went in through the grotto. And lo and behold, once I got there, guess what? I finally found Gulum-Ei. It's about time.
Now, there's no need to do anything rash.
Yeah, I'd kick your butt.
This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly.
Seriously?
Please, he'll have me killed.
What do you know? Tell me first and then I will decide, man. Or tell me now or I'll kill you where you stand. I'll give him an opportunity to tell me. And finally, Gulum-Ei told me what I wanted to know. And I was happy. I jumped for joy. I was able to return to the Thieves Guild and tell Mercer Frey what I had found out. Dude, guess what? This is Sawman for BrennysTutorials. Thanks for watching. And remember, for more video game tips, tricks, and tutorials, subscribe to BrennysTutorials. And come to my channel, Sawman GS4, where you will see me do walkthroughs of any games I can get my grimy little hands on. Thanks very much, and goodbye.